Well, hello everybody. Welcome back, and this is part 2 of demystifying makeup brushes. So on the last video I showed you how to use your eyeshadow brushes and for your eye makeup, and today I'm going to show you which brushes to use for foundation, blush, contouring, all that sort of thing. So we want to start off with your foundation brush. This is the vegan foundation brush, which is lovely, and you can see that it's got a point to it, which is great to get right into any corners around your nose, etc. And this one's fabulous because it has a built-in concealer brush on the other end. So this is really great to apply your foundation, and you can just get right in around underneath your eyes, around your nose, and apply your foundation all over your whole face. You want to start off with a little bit of foundation. I've already got a little bit on, so I'm cheating a bit. Start off with a little bit and just press it on lightly, and then you can just use your brush just to even out and blend really carefully. And don't forget to make sure that your face and your body and your neck are all the same color. Especially just be careful of what you're wearing and just have a look to make sure that you're all matching, especially if you're having your photo taken. So the next thing we want to do is your concealer. So this is your concealer brush, and you can see it's smaller and it's got a little bit of a spring to it because we really want to be able to get right in around underneath your eyes. I've already got a little bit of concealer on, but let me just show you. You just want to go around the inside of your eye there and underneath your eye, and your brush is going to be really great. You can come in at this angle to actually get right in underneath your eyes. So this is a concealer, and the one I have on is the liquid concealer in N25. So the next brush that I really love using, this is a precision domed blender, and this is a very, very handy brush. You can use this for a foundation brush, but I love to use it as a highlighter. And I'm just going to use the Studio Patrina Miles Illuminator, and this is in N25, and you can see it just comes with a little brush, but these little brushes that come with makeup are really not that useful. You need the right brushes to do the right job. So this is actually an illuminator. It's not a concealer, it's just a really lovely subtle illuminator, and where this goes is along your cheekbone and up into your hairline here. And I'm going to use a precision dome blender just to blend that in. And you can see that that just gives a really lovely glow to my cheeks. And the brush really works well just to blend all that in, and you can just pat it in underneath your concealer as well. And the next brush I'm going to use is my blusher brush. So this is a really great shape, and I'm going to use this blush, which is called Flutter, which is a very, very pretty color. It's just a lovely pinky peachy tone. And I'm just going to load up the brush on one side of the brush like this, leave the other side clean so that you can use that side to blend. And this will just go along the cheekbone and up into the hairline just above the ear. And you see that's just blending in really nicely to the highlighter that I just used, the Illuminator. Now sometimes a little bit of powder can be a useful thing. Most of the time we just want a lovely natural glow, but sometimes it's really handy to have a powder compact, either a mineral powder or just a translucent powder with a little bit of color in it, like this one. Just even if you don't want to do a whole foundation, if you just want to even things out a little bit. So here we've got the powder dome brush, which is a big fluffy brush. So the rule is with brushes, the bigger the area that you're covering, the bigger the brush. The smaller the area, the smaller the brush. So I'm going to use a little bit of this, and this is the translucent pressed powder in C25. And just a tiny bit with powder, you just want to go very, very lightly. I'm going to load up the brush a little bit and then just knock it out in my hand. And this is just going to even things out a little bit, and you can see just take away too much shine, especially if you're having your photo taken or if you're doing a lot of zoom. This is a really handy thing just to even your skin out and just blend everything a little bit. See, it just makes it look a little bit more polished. Contouring is something that can be very confusing as well. I just want to show you a really quick and easy, very simple, basic way of doing contouring, because actually it depends on the shape of your face and it depends on the color of your skin tone. You've got to get the right color. It can be a little bit tricky, but just to show you a very basic way of doing it. This is our contour brush, which is a nice small one that we can use really easily. And as you can see, there's lots of different colors that you can use for contouring. I'm using the number 5 in the contour powder, which comes in a single pot, or you can get it in a little palette with other colors and highlights as well. So I'm just picking up a little bit of the color on one side of the brush, knocking out the excess. So this will just go just along, whoa, way too much on the brush. I'm going to brush it out a little bit more. So this will just go along underneath the cheekbone, and that will blend into the blusher. So if you take a line from your corner of your mouth up to just above your ear, that's about where the contour should go. And then I'm just going to get my blush brush and then just blend that into my blusher. And because I've got quite a wide forehead, I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm just going to use that just to frame my face a little bit more. So you can see that that just gives a really nice highlight and shadow to my face. So just to recap, we started off with our foundation brush, our vegan foundation brush, and this is the one with the concealer on the other end, or an individual concealer brush. And then we used our precision dome brush for highlighting. You can also use that for foundation if you prefer. And then we've got our blusher brush that we use, which is slightly bigger, and then our contour brush. And a big fluffy powder brush if you would like to use a little bit of powder, either in a mineral compact or a translucent powder compact, or even a loose powder. So I hope that's been helpful to you. I hope I haven't confused you with too much information. Please feel free to give me a ring. We can FaceTime in this tricky COVID time, or send me a photo, or just give me a ring or email, and happy to help you choose any of the brushes that you would like to purchase. And of course, just a reminder to make sure that you clean your brushes regularly, once a week, and don't share your brushes with anybody. All right, stay safe, and bye for now, everyone.